Hello everyone, my name is Abhiraj. In today's session, we are going to talk about atoms and molecules. To start with, we'll see some properties of atoms. Atoms are very small particles in size. They are of the order of 10 to the power minus 10 meters. So as you can see, 10 power minus 10, that means we have to divide 1 meter by a factor of 10 to the power 10. Now you can just imagine how smaller these particular particles are. And as you can see on the right hand side, there is a figure of describing the atom. Now in the center of this, you can see a small particle that is known as a nucleus. And nucleus contains of the positively charged protons and the neutral particles known as neutron. And around this particular nucleus, we can see large number of electrons which are surrounding it. You can simply imagine this as a solar system, where the nucleus is nothing but our sun and the electrons are nothing but the planets. Certain properties of atoms that we should know are atoms of same element are identical in size and shape. That means if I take a hydrogen atom, and hydrogen atom, this let's consider in water, H2O, the size of this hydrogen atom, and if I take a hydrogen atom in ammonia, even though these two molecules are different, hydrogen atom over here and hydrogen atom in ammonia are going to be exactly same. But please note, when we consider atoms of two different elements, they are going to differ in everything. That is, they are going to differ in size, they are going to differ in shape. Again, let's take an example of the same. Oxygen atom and nitrogen atom. Now they are completely different with respect to, again, this exact shape, that is, neutrons will be different, protons will be different, and the electrons will also be different. Moving ahead, atoms of most element exist in the form of molecules or either ion. Now, most of the particles or most of the atom exist as molecules or ion because they are very reactive. So, whenever an atom is very reactive, it will exist as a molecule or as an ion. We have certain examples such as hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine. Similarly, there are certain atoms which are not reactive. So, if they are not reactive, they are going to exist in something known as the free state. For example, we have helium, which is a noble gas, neon, another noble gas, argon, another noble gas. To this, we can also add examples such as sodium or examples such as zinc, which are metals. Metals also exist in a free form. Usually, most of the atoms exist in the following two conditions. First is in the form of the molecules, and second is in the form of the ions. Molecules, we can consider these are the smallest particle of a compound. Now, on this particular figure, you can see this is a molecule of H2O, where this is an oxygen atom and these two are hydrogen atom. So, if atoms exist in the free state, they are existing in a molecule. Moving ahead, we will see a molecule may be formed by the combination of two or more different types of atoms. That means, if we consider oxygen as a molecule, this oxygen molecule is actually comprised of two oxygen atoms. Similarly, we can take one more example. Let us take the example of H2 gas, that is a dihydrogen. Molecule of hydrogen which is formed by the combination of two hydrogen atoms. So, here is one hydrogen atom and here is another hydrogen atom. Now, here in these two examples, we have seen the molecule is formed of the exact same two atoms. That means oxygen, oxygen, hydrogen and hydrogen. But it is not necessary. There are certain molecules which will be formed by the combination of two different atoms.